topic. Yeah. So I just thought, that how you people should analyze the new year. Now, those of you who are Life Excel, uh, you know, community members, you and if you have done Family Excel, you know the Wheel of Life, right? How many of you remember Wheel of Life? Type yes in the chat box. Okay. Yeah. Good. So this is a sort of a revision of Wheel of Life for you at the right time for sure. Okay, and those of you who don't know the concept, don't worry. I'm not going to, like it's a different context, but I'm using the same principle to analyze your performance. And see, I tell you, it is very important that you should always analyze, because it's important that whenever you achieve a milestone, whenever you reach a destination, it's important that you look back and see how it went, what went right, what went wrong. Okay. And I want all of you to take notes if required, because like I'm going to talk about 10 things. Okay. So very important. So it will be good if you take notes actually. So, um, I want you to analyze yourself, your performance in these 10 areas. Okay. And number one is your health. Now, when I say health, that's, physical health. The questions you need to ask, and what I want you to do is, I want you to give yourself marks out of 10 for every point. Okay. So now it will become like, out of 100, and see how you have performed in this year. Now, when I say health, what you need to see, did you exercise enough or enough number of days in this year? Okay. So it's important to ask yourself, and I'm not talking about meditation. I'm talking about the physical exercise. Okay. How is your health this year as compared to last year? Is it same? Is it maintained? Has it deteriorated in some other way? Has it improved than what it was last December? Okay. Are you exercising enough? What are you doing to make sure that you're physically fit? If there is that one tablet that got added, if there's one tablet that got reduced, okay, whatever. How many times you feel sick, okay, in this year, and so on. So all the possible parameters which you can think of, because no matter how big list I give you, no single list will be applicable to everybody, because all of us have different health issues. Okay. Way of being physically. Okay. So whatever. So just take a moment, think about it, and give yourself whatever marks you want to give. And of course, if you want, you can put that number in the chat also. That's perfectly fine. So out of 10, how many marks you would like to? I'll give 10 out of 10. Good. For health, as I'm doing gym, yoga, gave almost 1 hour every single day for, this is awesome. Okay. And I'm so happy to see so many of you like 8, 9, 10. That's amazing actually. Okay. 7 also is very good actually. Okay. I'm improved, gained muscle, superb. Okay. And those of you who are like 3, 4, 2, 0, that's perfectly fine. Okay. Now, when I give you every single parameter to give yourself marks for the last year, or the 2024, this year, that naturally means that it also gives you the direction to set your goals for your physical health for the coming year. And this applies to all 10 points. Okay. So as you give marks to yourself, as you analyze your physical health um, on these parameters in the year 2024, you naturally get direction what you need to do in 2025 to improve your score. Very, very simple, right? Maintain the weight, but fat percentage has increased, playing tennis regularly for fitness. So, okay, so it naturally gives your direction for the coming year. Okay. And I want you to write that down. Okay. For every single point that I discuss, analyze the year 2024, write your goal in that area for 2025. Okay. This is going to be very, very powerful exercise. I'll tell you this. Okay. Next half an hour, and it will blow your mind actually, what you will end up with. Okay. So that's number one. And if you want, you can put that in the chat also. Okay. What's your goal as far as your physical health is concerned? Okay. In the year 2025. Okay. How to add sports to improve this, that spirit? Superb. My bones have become weak, so will increase vitamin D by morning walk in the health. Superb. Okay. So, so write your, you don't have to be, writing the smart goal as of now, but contextually also, if you understand, if you realize what you need to do in 2025, that will be awesome. Okay. Reducing the weight. And those of you who are like at 10 out of 10, all you need to do is to make sure that it remains 10. Okay. It remains 10. And for that, you need to be physically fit, right? In the coming year as well. So that's how it is. We are not talking about the mental health, Josefa. Okay. So we are, as I specifically, that's why I specifically mentioned that, we are talking about the physical health only. So 81 to 75 kg by December 25, superb. Okay. I'm restarting my regular cycling, increasing 10 minutes of physical exercise, core strengthening, superb. Okay. So whatever it is for you, but write it down. I'm telling you, write it down. Okay. And uh, you see what happens in next December. Okay. If you write it down. So 97 to 87 in 6 months, superb. Reducing the belly fat and gaining the muscles, superb. Okay. Starting the weight training. Nice. I mentioned my health with weight loss by maintaining the eating schedule. Good. Okay. So whatever it is, write it down. Okay. So this was about the physical health. Now you analyze yourself on this parameter. The next thing I want you to analyze yourself is your mental well-being. Now, when I say mental well-being, okay, or your mental health, okay, I want to give you different parameters to analyze yourself. One, definitely meditation. Okay. Number one, if you meditate or not. Number two, how much time, how consistently or not. Okay. So that is one parameter. Second parameter. Okay. Basura says it's very powerful. Kindly record it with help who missed online. Yeah, yeah. In fact, I'm thinking of putting this on YouTube actually. Okay. On our YouTube channel, so that even those who are not here today, who are not our community members, let them also benefit, because this is something which is actually very good, very powerful, very useful, right, for everyone. So yeah. Now coming back to the mental well-being. First is, you see, one of the best, most powerful ways of being mentally fit is meditating every single day. There is no substitute for it, right? Your affirmations, your strangest secret, your goal cards, meditation. Okay. So that is one parameter. And it's not just that. How many, as I told you, it's, yeah, morning prayer. Yes. All those, the life Excelites know about the morning prayer and the importance. Okay. So meditation is the most important parameter. So listening to Stranger Secret, like how many days you listen to Stranger Secret, how many days you practice the declarations or affirmations, how many days you meditated. Okay. So how many marks you would give to yourself? Just put that in the chat. Okay. Because trust me, your mental well-being. And now it's not just that. Let me just add something more to it. Okay. Let me just add something more to it. How many days you got angry in 2024? That also affects your mental well-being, right? So are you a short-tempered person, or you have patience? Okay. It's important. Your behavior also directly affects your mental well-being, right? So that is also something which you need to, calculate or factor in when you are talking about your mental health, isn't it? So whatever it is, few people are reducing the marks now, and that's fine. Okay. And naturally, the follow-up question is what you are going to do in the new year as far as your mental health is concerned. Type your goal in the chat. Swapnil says, how to control anger? Every single time you get angry, okay. Praveen also says, Praveen, that I get angry a lot. Every single time, guys, there's a very powerful definition of anger, which, Gautam Buddha has given. So anger is punishing yourself for somebody else's mistake, okay? Because you get angry when somebody else has made mistake or have not done what you wanted them to do, and so on and so on. Okay. So meditation and pranayam, yes, perfect. Okay, 15 minutes meditation regularly, no matter what. Anger is one later shot of danger. Oh, yeah. Okay. Staff do blunder and anger comes. Staff will keep on doing blunders. You will keep on going to that, close to that heart attack and bypass surgery. Why you want to do that? Okay. So don't punish yourself for somebody else's mistakes. Okay. So because of your teachings and guideline, I'm easily able to, manage my temperament. Good. Okay. So facing overthinking problem this year. Good. Now I'll tell you what, those of you who are overthinkers, the simple solution is start writing what you are thinking. Start writing your thoughts and keep on doing it. You will get tired of overthinking actually. Because what you will realize is you're thinking the same thing again and again. Overthinking is not extra thinking. It is, it's a stupid thing. Overthinking is not that, you're doing something extra, you're thinking something different, you're thinking something positive. It's like you are thinking the same thing again and again. And that's why it's overthinking, right? So start writing it. And there will come a point when you will be like, what stupidity I'm doing. And that's what you need to realize. Okay. Yeah. We need to reduce the number of stupid people in the world, right? By at least by one. So, and it's all up to you. It's very simple. Now, those of you who get angry very easily, okay, for you, the solution is very simple. Every single time you get angry and want to blast, want to shout on someone, just take a deep breath or count till 5 and then shout. Okay. But but count slowly, huh? Few people are so angry, they just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they want to blast. Don't do like that. Okay. So just take a deep breath, count up to 5, and then you respond. Okay. All life excelites knows the difference between reaction and proaction. Okay. Yeah, intense. वो मजा ही नहीं आएगा चिल्लाने में, पता है वो. You will not enjoy that anger. And that's what we want, because I told you we want to reduce the number of stupid people in the world at least by 1. Okay. So it's important. So that's about the mental well-being. You know your goal for the year 2025. The third thing is your profession, your practice. Okay. So how much practice growth you saw? How was, your career growth? So, okay, did you become a better version? Did you become a better clinician? Okay, have you done, okay, have your income has increased, your practice has gone up. So whatever, okay. So, and if yes, then how much? Then how many marks you would like to give to yourself depending on that. Okay, so that is something which is important. Okay, so I want first you to write it in the chat. Did you see the practice growth? If yes, how much? Okay, 2x, 1.5x, 50%, 10%, 0%, 200%, 300%, whatever it is, right? 2x practice growth, 30%, 1.5x practice growth. Okay, 5x practice growth in this year, superb. Same as the last year, that's fine. Okay, so now I'll tell you what, if your practice is same as last year, don't give 0 to yourself in this area. You could actually successfully maintain it at the same level. Okay, so you at least deserve the 50% of the marks in this. Okay, those of you who have seen the practice has gone down this year, still don't give 0 marks. Okay, you can give 3, 4, whatever. Why? I'll tell you. The best thing is that now that you have realized that your practice has gone down, what you need to do? You need to do the SWOT analysis of yourself and the SWOT analysis of your practice. What is something that you could have done better? Okay. In fact, for all these 10 points, I want you to write down these 3 questions. Okay. I want you to write down, remember those 3 golden questions that we talk at the gold level, okay, in the Dentathon all the time. So I was about to, I thought of giving you those 3 questions toward the end, but because I think this is the right time context. So, what you did well in all these 10 parameters, okay, what you did well. The second question is what you did not do well. And third question is, how will you do it differently in the coming year 2025? Very, very powerful. Okay. So Lavina says, from where I have made 80% improvement, but where I have to match and catch is still the miles to go. It doesn't matter. Progress has nothing to do with speed. It's the direction that matters. Okay. So guys, 3 questions. What you did well, what you didn't do well, and how will you do it differently? Okay. I want you to write down answers to these 3. Now, this is a even more simplistic way of analyzing these 10 areas, right? So we talked about physical health, we talked about, and naturally, what should be your goal for the next year as far as your professional career growth is concerned? Put that in the chat box, by the way. Okay. 2023, 27 lakhs, 24, 47 lakh, good. So it has to be at least 67 lakhs. Okay. So, so that's amazing. Nice. So, okay. So what is your goal for the coming year? Okay. Doubling the practice. Good. More marketing. Nice. Tripling the practice. Achieving the breakthrough goal. Superb. Okay. Working on all 3 M's. Nice. 25 lakh net profit. Good. Okay. Now, the fourth thing where you need to analyze yourself is your financials. Now, when I say financials, that actually means your net worth, your portfolio. That doesn't mean your practice money, that we have already taken in the practice. Okay. So, like whatever your net worth was a year before, has it grown? Have you added something to your asset column? Okay, those of you who have done Wealth Excel, you know the importance of asset column. If you have read the Rich Dad Poor Dad and all. Okay, so how much growth you have seen? Okay, so, and as far as your investments, as far as your decisions, financial decisions are concerned, again, asking these 3 simple questions to yourself: what you did well, what you didn't do well, and how will you do it differently in the next year? Okay, this year actually gave wonderful opportunities, in fact, with all honesty, in every single sector, okay, to invest right, whether it is stock market, whether it is gold, silver, whether it is real estate. Okay, so this year was a very good year as far as the opportunities are concerned. And those of you who could understand it, who have the knowledge of finances, who have done Wealth Excel, you know how it helps, right? And those of you who could not, probably the first goal you should have in the new year is to learn about financials. Doctors, unfortunately, are very bad money managers, and we need to learn about finances for sure. Okay, so whatever marks you want to give to yourself, give those marks, and at the same time, write your goal for the next year. Okay, write your goal for the next year. Very, very important. So it's not necessary that your portfolio should double and then you will give 10 out of 10 to yourself. No, if it has gone up, if you have taken a couple of wise decisions as far as your investments, financials are concerned, good. And those of you who have seen a portfolio doubling, enjoy. Okay, so whatever it is, those of you who didn't, you know what you need to do in the next year. Very, very simple. Okay, those of you who didn't see the practice growth, you know what you need to do, right? Doing the SWOT analysis of yourself, of your practice, and taking it, taking a new guard. Very important, right? So with the financials as well. I've started this year only, so giving 10. Yes, 100%. See, those of you who actually started investing this year, you must give 10 out of 10 to yourself because you never invested before. Even if you have invested, say 10, 20, 50,000 rupees, that itself is a big step, because you did something which you never did before. It's very simple, right? And those of you who made financial blunders of any sort in this year, learn your lesson. Move ahead in the coming year. Okay. The next thing is upgradation. Did you upgrade in this year? Okay. Now, when I say upgradation, two areas: working on yourself, self development. Okay. That includes soft skills, personal development, and the domain skill. Now, when I say domain skill, it's about maybe doing another course, attending different conferences, reading few good books, watching few good videos, adding some new equipment in the clinic, adding a treatment in the clinic. Okay. I'm sure here a lot of people will give 10 out of 10 because you are with this community, right? And no wonder you just cannot remain passive in this area when you are here, because upgrade, upgrade, upgrade is the mantra of life, no matter what. The more you upgrade, the better you become, the stronger you become. Okay. And now the next question, follow-up question, is very simple. What is your target for the year 2025? Right? Very simple. So what are you going to learn new as far as personal development is concerned, as far as domain skill is concerned? So, okay, expanded the practice to 5 chairs. Superb, right? So very, very important. So you need to give some target to yourself in the coming year. So I want to learn FMR and ortho. Good. So whatever it is, it's very important, because upgradation is not a one-time process. It's an ongoing thing. Okay, it's an ongoing thing. Don't think that like I've done enough now. No. Okay. So if you have done too many courses in 1 year, okay, now for you the upgradation is implementation of everything that you have learned. So it's not about attending courses all the time. Remember this. Okay. So for you, the upgradation is implementing every single thing that you have learned. Okay. Very important. Nice. So yeah, let's move forward. And the sixth area is networking. Now, I have taken it as an absolute separate thing. And why, I'll tell you. Your network is your net worth. Now, when I say network doesn't mean how many kitty parties you have joined. Of course, that is one for sure. Okay. But have you socialized enough in this year? Now, when I say enough, the simple comparison is with the last year. Okay. Maybe have you joined a NGO, any organization, maybe Rotary, JSIS, BNI, Roundtable, whatever it is. Okay. Did you attend marriages or whatever functions you were invited for? Okay. Did you grow your network in the professional circle? Okay. Did you do enough marketing so that your network grows? So whatever it is, I hope you're getting my point. I'm just giving you different, parameters or a few ideas where you can measure yourself and give marks to yourself. Okay. And be here till the end, guys. This, I'm going to sum it up very, very powerfully. Okay. So whatever you have done, the natural question is how you're going to do it better in the coming year as far as growing your network is concerned, because your network is your net worth. Okay. How you're going to do it better in the coming year. Very, very important. Okay. Does attending CD counts as networking? Depends, because few people go to the CDs and conferences and they don't talk to anybody. Few people have attitude, few people have anxiety, whatever. Okay. So you go to CD programs, but do you interact with people? Okay. Do you meet new people? Do you make a new connection? That's what is important. Okay. So I hope you got the point. Good question, by the way. So this was about the networking. And Think about this. You keep on asking three simple questions to yourself, every parameter. Okay. What you did well, what you did not do well, and how will you do it better or differently in the next year. Right? Then the seventh thing is on family front. Okay. Seventh is the family front. How many marks you would like to give on this? How was your family life this year? Did you have enough vacations? Did you celebrate enough with the family? And now it's important, okay, that you unbiasedly analyze yourself. A lot of people are like, sir, 8, 9, 10 out of 10, and their family members are frustrated inside. That should not happen, okay? Please be kind, but at the same time, be very blunt and honest here. Okay, very, very important. So, did you give enough time? And when I say family, it's not just about your spouse. Okay, it's about your other family members as well. It's about your kids as well. It's about your siblings as well. Okay. So whatever marks you give, even if you give 2, 3, 4, doesn't matter, because all you need to do is to just become a better version of yourself next year. It's very simple. So did you enjoy enough together? Did you live enough together? Okay. So it is very important that you write it down, what you did well, what you didn't do well on this front, and how will you do it better the next year. Okay. So, and then you write a goal also. When you answer the third question, how will you do it better next year? Naturally, that becomes your goal for the coming year. Right? So I hope you're writing the action step also. That means the goal for the next year also, not just giving marks and, as if you are the examiner or moderator and checking the question papers. It's not like that. It's a very, okay. So what's your goal for the next year? As Suvarna says, to give more time to the kids. Superb. Okay. So write it down in your diary, or even if you write it in the chat, that's fine. But make sure that you have noted this somewhere for sure. Okay. So this is what is the seventh thing. Now, the eighth thing is enjoyment. Did you enjoy life enough? Now, a lot of people, yeah, I did a lot of. No, not necessary. I want you to, in the unbiased way, analyze yourself. Did you enjoy life enough? Did you, okay, celebrate enough? Very, very important. Very, very important. Okay. A lot of people do a lot of achievements in life, but they still don't celebrate. Okay. So, how many marks you would like to give to yourself on this front? It's purely up to you. Okay. Did you enjoy enough? How many occasions you got to celebrate? How many times you celebrated? And it's not just the birthday and anniversary, by the way, let me tell you. In your practice, you keep on achieving few small, small milestones. A lot of people just don't celebrate those milestones. Okay. How many cakes you cut this year? Yeah, otherwise, एक birthday का काटा, दूसरा anniversary का काटा बस. No. Okay, so the point is, learning new things give me high. Very good. Yeah. See, if your practice went up, you were happy, you enjoyed. So by enjoyment, I mean celebration. Okay. So did you celebrate enough? I'll tell you what, guys, and I say this in Life Excel course all the time. Remember this, very powerful. If you have food to eat 2 times a day, you are fortunate than more than 2/3 of the world's population. Okay. If you have shelter over your head, you are fortunate than more than 75% of the world's population. Okay. If you have few assets, your own house, you are fortunate than more than 83% of the world's population. The percentage might vary here and there. Okay. If you have all this, married, and your spouse stay with you, you're happier than more than 86% of the world's population. And moreover, if you have all this, have kids, and you have very good relations with them, you're fortunate than more than 89% of the world's population. And if you have all this, and if you have parents and they're alive, having good relations with them, you're fortunate than more than 93% of the world's population. Only 7% people get this. So whether you're in that 7% group, 11% group, 16% group, 25% group, I'm sure you have more than enough reasons to be thankful for. Okay? Start enjoying life. Start enjoying life. There is so much that we already have, rather than looking at the glass that is half empty. Okay? And we are actually going to talk very, very powerfully about all this tomorrow, okay, in personal excel. So those of you who are going to be there, just get ready for a very mind-blowing thing. Okay? Then, did you do charity? How many marks you would like to give yourself on the charity front? Because I'll tell you what. And of course, yeah, set the goal for enjoyment for the next year, okay? Yeah, very important. And coming to the charity part, whatever marks you want to give to yourself, right from 0 to 10, okay, as I always say, around 5% of your net income must go in charity. 5% of your net profit must go in charity. Did you do enough charity? If not, start it. Trust me. Like, I have seen our community members doing charity of 500 rupees, 1000 rupees. That's fine. It just doesn't matter. It's never about the number. It's about the intent. It's about the act. Okay. So, because if you really want to make more money, guys, start doing charity and see what happens a year from now. It's so simple, actually. Whichever cause you believe in, do charity. Okay. So that's important. So charity is the ninth parameter, ninth area where you need to analyze yourself, give marks, and naturally set goals for the next year. Okay. No matter who you are, if you are starting from the scratch as far as charity is concerned, still set goal, do something. Okay. So 5% of your net income must go in charity. And then most importantly is happiness. Now you might be thinking, what's the difference between enjoyment and happiness? Enjoyment is celebration. Happiness is how happy you were. Donation to temple is charity? No, it is donation. There is a difference between donation and charity. Good question. So we talk about it many times, right? I'll tell you what's the difference between donation and charity? When you donate something, it may or may not be needed. Like if you don't donate to temple, it probably doesn't matter. But when you give charity, charity is done to the needy people, to the underprivileged people. When you do it for them, it can change their life. It can change the way they eat, the way they live, the way they study, whatever. Okay? Food donation in temple on Datta Jayanti is charity. Yes. Okay? So the point is, I hope you got the difference. There is always a difference between donation and charity. Okay, so donation we keep on giving. Charity is an absolute selfless task. Okay. So, and the 10th is the happiness. Happiness index. How happy you were this year. How many occasions you had that added to your happiness. On day-to-day basis, how happy normally you are. Very, very simple. I want you to just take a moment, ask yourself, on the scale of 1 to 10, how happy I am today. And I'll tell you what, answering this question only about today is your answer for the almost entire year, because this is how you live every single day. Happiness is not external, it is internal. Celebration can be external. Happiness is internal. Happiness is a choice. People can have everything and still be unhappy. People can have hardly anything and still be happy. Very, very important. Okay. So I want you to, in a very fair, unbiased way, analyze yourself. How happy human being you are. And you don't have to recollect every single day. How you do anything is how you do everything. Okay. On the count of 1 to 10, how happy you are as a human. Okay. Very important. And guys, these 10 areas, give marks to yourself out, like for every area, 10 marks. And then total your number. You can put that number in the chat. How many marks you gave to yourself out of 100? Whether you passed, whether you passed with distinction, whether you passed with grace, whether you failed, whatever it is. Okay. All you need to do now, you have, goals already set in 10 different areas of life for the new year 2025. Now, in the process, you just didn't analyze your year 2024, but also gave direction to your new year 2025. How did you find the entire exercise? Amazing. There is huge scope of improvement next year. Good. Yeah. How did you find the exercise? Look at this, what you have created for yourself in half an hour. Something you probably would have never done in the entire year 2025, right? Yes, mirror is clear now. The goals are already set. All you need to do is to be disciplined and follow this. Very simple. Now you know. Okay. Can we do it for our family 100%? You ask every person in your family to do it. You ask your kids to do it. It's so profound, actually. Think about this. All these areas are like, 10 spokes of a wheel. Today, they might be imbalanced. All you need to do is to balance every area so that your wheel become more better and better circle. Simple. Okay. It's so powerful, isn't it? So I hope you liked it. I hope you got a direction, not just for analyzing your year 2024, but living a wonderful year 2025.